Hello and welcome to this super short video about introduction to Solidity and how to deploy super simple smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, a smart contract is a script that runs on a blockchain. In this case, we're going to use the Ethereum blockchain. There are several different types of blockchains, and we're going to use Solidity, okay, which is basically a static type language. And I'm going to tell you in a second what it means. And by using Solidity, we're going to be introduced to the Solidity interface development environment, which is 100% free. And you can access it by typing Remix Solidity on Google, first result. Once you click in here, you're going to have this window, which basically has three sections. It has a browser where you can browse your projects. At the moment, the only project available by default is called ballot.sol. Okay, we don't need it, so we're gonna delete it. And then we have on the right inside a series of options which are compile, run, settings, the debugger, which runs on default, just like the compiler, and the analysis and support, which includes a very basic chat. Now, for the sake of this example, I'm going to show you a super simple smart contract that will just basically print the word hello world. In order to do so, the first thing that we need is that we need to make sure that the interface development environment can read and interpret whatever we're going to type. So we need to declare the version of Solidity that we want to use. And in order to do so, we will first create a .sol file. We're going to call it Giulio contract, which will be later on here on your left. And then we're going to declare the value for the version of Solidity that we want to use. In this case, we're going to use the 0.4.0. And at the end, it's very important that you type in semicolon. Okay, if you don't type in the semicolon, you're going to have the error message with a red cross on the left. The next thing we're going to need is to create the contract. And it's very simple. We just type in contract, okay? We name it. And pretty simple contract, okay? And then we know I have to open brackets. And by opening the brackets, we're going to basically include within the curly brackets the string value that will basically give a meaning to an otherwise empty contract. Because if I don't input anything, what's going to happen is that it will create this contract, but it will be empty. It won't be doing pretty much anything. So the next thing is to create a string, make it public, because Solidity is a static type language, so you must type the variable type before the variable itself. And it's a word. And then next thing, very important, is to include obviously the value of the string or whatever you want to be printed on screen. In this case, it's going to be the classic hello world. The brackets, and it's ready. So the next step, we're going to go to run and click on create, and boom, it's deployed on the blockchain. So you want to clean up this section where you get general messages about details of transactions that ended, errors, debugging and stuff. And the next thing you want to do is that you want to click on this button here that says word. Now the blue buttons are called getters. They get values from your smart contract. The buttons that are not blue, most of the times they are setters. They're not present here because we already declared the value of the string and made it public. It's a more advanced form of smart contract. This is very simple and basic one. So if you click on word, here we go. Here we're gonna have value printed. If you click on details, I can actually see the full details of the transaction that just happened on the blockchain. Now, obviously, this string can contain a number, can contain a numerical formula or anything. This is just to show you how easy and how fast it is to create smart contracts. And later on, you can also create decentralized apps or dApps using the Solidity IDE, which is based on the Ethereum blockchain. Stay tuned for more.